Can you still get cheap car insurance for young drivers? You hear many reports of car insurance prices costing several £1,000s and often costing more than the car itself. According to research by the AA, 25% of all the drivers up to age 25 are involved in a serious collision. The statistics are very clear, in that the number and size of the insurance claims made by young drivers is far higher. One of the reasons for the higher claims comes down to driving at excessive speed. When an accident does happen, the damage is usually far worse to both of the cars and to all the other cars involved. As well as the higher risk bracket reason, new drivers also pay huge amounts typically because they haven't had a chance to build up a decent no-claims discount. This all adds up to not very affordable car insurance for young drivers. Don't be disheartened, for all is not lost. You can get affordable car insurance for young drivers or the car type, its security, where it's kept overnight, the area that you live, your annual mileage and the car's value. The problem for insurance providers is very real unfortunately. Some of the research done by the AA shows that 1/8 of the number of British drivers are now under 25. The two key methods you need to consider when bringing down the cost of your cheap motor insurance for young drivers are as follows. The first method is the cost of the actual insurance itself and the process of finding the cheapest car insurance out there by searching through as many cheap car insurance for young drivers providers as possible. Car insurance comparison sites can greatly reduce the amount of time you spend in this area. The comparison service that you will find on this site is both well-renowned and offers some of the best cheap car insurance for young drivers around. Cheap car insurance for young drivers. Simple methods you can implement. Keep your car secure. If your car is kept on the driveway or in a secure garage during the night, you can bring down your cheap motor insurance for young drivers' premiums. You can go much further by installing various insurance-approved alarms and immobilizers as well as tracking systems that would help locate and recover your car, should it get stolen. Pay a higher access. Most insurers have a compulsory access. But you can go further than this and opt to pay a voluntary access. The more voluntary access you pay, the lower your premium will typically be. Make sure you can afford to cover the cost of your access, should you have to make a claim. For instance, if you have a £500 access and your damage to your car is only £400, then you will have to pay for the damage to your car yourself. Drive a small low-powered car, low insurance group. When you go out to look for your first car, it can be tempting as a young driver to go for something flashy. This would usually result in a significant car insurance premium. Try to keep your car choices at a modest level in the early years, and this will help you get more affordable car insurance for young drivers. Tip: it's always a good idea to get a good cheap car insurance for young drivers quotation before purchasing that certain car you have your eye on, just to avoid any nasty surprises once the car is purchased. The Pass Plus course: why not kill two birds with one stone and attain a Pass Plus certificate, thereby enhancing your driving skills and helping you reduce your cheap car insurance for young drivers' premiums by as much as 12% or even 35 to 40% depending on the insurer. You could achieve a fast no-claims bonus of anything up to 40% depending on the insurer, if you keep yourself claim-free for the first year. Try not to overestimate your annual mileage. Our tests have shown that your insurance will rise in direct proportion to your annual mileage. With the logic being, the more miles you cover, the more chance you have of being involved in an accident. Drive with care. There is not much you can do about your first premium other than the advice given, but you could make a big impact on your next premium if you avoid any accidents or driving convictions. Points on your license wouldn't be a good start at all. Stay away from any drink driving and stay safe. Telematics box. Many insurers will now offer to give you far lower premiums if you agree to use a telematics box inside your car, which basically monitors your driving and generally tries to improve your driving style. More information on the telematics box can be found on this Your Money News Bulletin, which goes into the use of telematics for getting cheap car insurance for young drivers. Cheap motor insurance for young drivers: build up your no-claims discount. If you can stay claim-free for up to 5 years, you can get a massive 70% no-claims discount on your next cheap motor insurance for young drivers policy. Also, you can protect your no-claims discount by paying a small premium which would entitle you to make a claim once or twice a year and not lose any of your no-claims discount. Affordable car insurance for young drivers. Decide on your cover. Third party only is the most basic and only covers you for damage to another person and any property they have. Next comes third party fire and theft, which is basically a step up from third party only. By adding fire and theft cover, your car will be covered in the event it should catch fire or get stolen. Fully comprehensive is, as it sounds, the top type of cover. With this, you will cover yourself and damage to your own car and belongings. Always check to see what exactly you're covered for in case you need to add any extras to your cheap motor insurance for young drivers. Affordable car insurance for young drivers, spreading the cost. Maybe you can manage the insurance cost more easily if you can spread the cost over 12 months. Beware though, you may have to pay an extra cost by paying it over 12 months, and this will vary from one insurer to another but could result in not so cheap car insurance for young drivers. Affordable car insurance for young drivers, using your parents' policy. You might be able to make a saving by being an additional driver on your parents' insurance, or someone else who is prepared to share the risk with you. This will usually lower your cost. It's advisable not to put someone else down as the main driver in an attempt to lower the costs still further, as this is called fronting and is a form of fraud. I hope we've been of some help to you in your quest to find affordable car insurance for young drivers in the UK. A fantastic place to look would be by using our special affordable car insurance for young drivers insurance form, which compares 110+ insurers to help you find the best quote possible. Cheap car insurance for young drivers, go ahead, give it a try, and above all else, when you're on the road, keep yourself safe.